YouTubers out there. I don't know if this works. I'm sorry, I just gotta check how the wounds are coming along. As to why I've decided to show my face, I kind of want to use this channel as some kind of vlog place where I can just share my emotions and share what happens in my daily life, because just writing it down is not enough, and I feel that if there are people who can comment on it and just kind of tell me what they think about it or they think about me, it's gonna make me feel better. But I can't rely on my friends or family anymore because they have really had too much, and I don't know, they are willing to help me, but they've told me that they can't take it anymore and that I should find somebody else. And I don't know, today was the first day of school after the winter holidays. It's also my dad's 5-year death anniversary. And I was wearing a wool sweater and it started itching on my upper arms where the scars are just healing. And I kind of started scratching them and they started bleeding, and I got all of those hateful looks from my friends, and it actually really hurt because I know they can't really accept the fact that I do cut sometimes and that I am sometimes unhappy, although I can't really define what unhappy is, because for me emotions don't really exist anymore. It's like just living. And there's a 99% chance that the emotion is going to be gone in the next 5 minutes because I'm never stable. I don't know what to do anymore. And, one friend suggested I should actually ask my therapist about borderline personality disorder because she suspects I might have it. And she's known me for how long? I think she's known me for 14 years now, and she's actually always been kind of right. And I've been looking into it, and I'm just so afraid that I actually have borderline personality disorder. And all of my behavior throughout the last weeks, it just kind of fits. Maybe I'm talking myself into it, and maybe I'm trying to convince myself because I actually want to have some disorder. At least that's what some people tell me, that I'm just sick or not feeling well because I want to, but I don't really know at all. I mean, I don't know much. I don't know who I am. I know that I just cut again and it's now bleeding, but I am feeling so very good and I don't feel any remorse or any shame. But that in just an hour or tomorrow morning when I see the scars, or just the healing wounds, I'm gonna feel bad about it and actually insult myself, because I tend to do things I can insult myself over. I want to be the best at everything, but I'm just too lazy. Maybe I do that intentionally because I just want to have something to be angry at myself over. Or I lie a lot and cancel plans and do bad things because I actually then have a reason to say, oh, you did it again, you're a liar, you're such a bad person, you waste, you breathing piece of shit and stuff. Because that's something I tend to do. And if you've seen the previous video, you already know, that I have an eating disorder. I'm bulimic. And I'm actually on medication. I'm taking Prozac, I have been taking Prozac. I am taking Prozac, have been since August. But it's actually not working at all. I'm still bulimic. The depressive phases came back. 2012 was hell. It was really living hell, and just before Christmas, my friends got so worried or pissed or whatever that they actually got me into a mental hospital. But I managed to convince the doctors to let me go after one day, because they pretty much listen to everything you say if you just word it cleverly. That's how it works. And I knew what I was doing, because I don't know, I just didn't want to stay there. So basically, there's so many times in my life where I'm actually feeling bad, feeling horrible. Just today I felt so horrible. I've been feeling horrible all day. I wanted to give up and just go home and sleep, but I didn't. But I cut now, and I just can't tell anybody. If anybody asks me what I'm feeling like, I'm like, oh, everything's alright, everything's fine. Because I see no sense in telling them that I feel bad, because I don't know how I could change anything about that. I mean, you can't change me as a person. You can't change my circumstances. Uh, you know, I get pretty much upset over everything. Like, if I try to distract myself from the urge to cut, I draw. I love drawing and art in general, but I just fail at it. I'm just bad, and I don't want to do something that I have to feel bad over afterwards. I mean, I've taken up really obsessively playing Ultimate games on my phone. Like, I've spent almost 100 euros on virtual guys, basically. This has quite distracted me, and it's allowed me to plunge myself into a new world, just like playing Skyrim or playing Sims, which I like to do a lot as well. And when I'm playing Skyrim, I'm actually just running around and enjoying the scenery and crying because it's so beautiful and so different from real life. And it's actually really ridiculous, but I don't know, I can't do that now that school has started again, and I actually have to sleep. Or I should be sleeping, but I never sleep anyway. I always wake up and I'm tired, and I really don't know. Currently I'm really, really, really confused, and currently I'm feeling down, not sad, because I don't know what sadness feels like anymore, but I'm not feeling good. There's always this kind of up feeling, and then there's this down feeling, and currently it's down. I can't say that I've been happy or experienced joy or true bliss. I don't know what you would call it. During the last few weeks, months, whatever. I mean, there was a time, or there were days, like, when I was actually meeting some new guy I'd met, whom I fell for pretty obsessively, because I tend to get obsessed with people, and then I'll look for signs of them pushing me away or them having a problem with me, and then I just act up on it and just see myself. I see that I was right, basically, because I knew they were going to abandon me. I knew they were going to hurt me, and they did. Because everybody's bad, and I'm bad, and the whole world is a bad place, basically. But those were the times, like, those few hours I saw him in one piece, you could say. Because he was a stranger, and he didn't know about my past, about anything, and he didn't give me those sad looks and those judging eyes, at least for the first few times, because afterwards we gradually got to know each other, and he found out, or I told him about my past and about everything that's happened, and I noticed him getting annoyed and getting upset and just acting like everybody else does when they get to know me. And that's when I kind of started feeling bad again, because before that I just could take refuge in actually meeting a stranger and kind of having the possibility to be someone else for a few hours. I mean, I wasn't someone else, I was just carefree, and I haven't been carefree in years. I've been carefree ever since I was little, but it just so happened that this worked, but now that's been taken away from me as well, and I actually kind of ended the contact because I didn't want to burden him anymore, because there are moments where I'm just very level-headed and very clear and don't act on some impulses or emotions that just kind of happen, because that's what I do most of the time. Usually I just act, and I feel something and I act on it, and I act on this and I act on this, but there are times when I can actually analyze myself and kind of evaluate what my behavior is going to cause later on, and what repercussions it's going to have. And yeah, that was one of those moments, but it's random and I keep bothering him and it's bothering me, and there's just so much that sucks at the moment. I just kind of wish I could crawl up in my bed or waste away in front of my PC and just not have to live. Like, I don't want to die, but I just don't want to have to face people anymore, because it makes me so afraid. Because I just know they're judging me now, that everybody in my whole class knows about everything, because I've been talking about it when they got me into the mental hospital. And I just feel like I can't roll up my sleeves anymore. They're always looking at my scars, and then they kind of get silent when I'm around, and it's all just so awkward. I really don't wanna have it like that. My whole family is awkward, my friends are awkward, and I just kind of wanna. I don't know. I don't feel able to actually face this whole thing, this whole living thing anymore, because it's so very exhausting, and I don't know, there's always rude people, and there's always people who are gonna be angry at me, and I don't know, I'm just afraid, I guess. But yeah, this video has been pretty long now. I've been basically talking about everything that's been on my mind, and I'm gonna continue on doing that. I don't know, maybe I'm gonna abuse this channel, like fucking just upload every single thought of mine. And if you have some advice or comments or just want to shout at me, you can please do so in the comments. Everything will be appreciated. I kinda wish there was some kind of miracle and some of you, or some, I don't know, kind of prophet would just come and say, hey, I know the solution to everything, but I know that's not gonna happen. So let's just stay realistic, but please, you guys, comment, and I'm going to end this video now. You two people out there, goodbye.